From the Black Swan Media Studios, deep inside a secret underground bunker, we're speaking to freedom-loving patriots from all around the country and the world. Welcome to the Resistance. This is John Crump, live.
Hi, how are all you guys doing? We are broadcasting live to not only John Crump Live, but John Crump New, which is my other channel. And you might be wondering where I've been on John Crump Live. We'll discuss that and some other things. I like doing this type of show once a year, which is our Thanksgiving Day special. And yeah, so we just talk about different things, different questions and everything else. I do know I told everyone here that I have an article coming out that's going to not take down, but call out a U.S. representative, and that I just finished the article now, so it probably come out tomorrow. The video will come out tomorrow as well. It is in depth.
No hints?
It is in depth, and it is great, and I think it's going to put a smile on a lot of people's faces. Today, I am joined by my co-host of John Crump Live, Flying Rich. I know a lot of you guys on the John Crump News channel love Flying Rich.
Are you saying that facetiously?
I sense some sarcasm there.
And we are also joined by DLD After Dark himself. They
Ladies
are also the co-host. Both of those guys are on the Uncensored podcast, which we do every Monday night on Rumble. I will post that link in the community tab on both channels. So if you want to join us, or you can just go to.
Are we doing a show tonight?
Yes.
I forgot about
that.
We're going to Uncensor. It's rumble.com/c/uncensored podcast. I think tonight's episode is Dark episode. What we do is we rotate through. We bring different topics that we can't really touch on YouTube. And just discuss them.
Hello, I'm live.
And you should mute yourself when you do that.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
I thought I did. I hit the button.
Okay. But yeah, so we do that. I want to say hi to a few different people out there. Anti Misfit, Goonbeam, Johnny Barr, T for Tejas, Texas himself. We got Kiaski, or as Dark says, K-A-S-C-I-I.
No, I say K-A-S-C. I don't get the whole computer thing about that.
Johnny Barr, Clint Eastwood, Kirk 24, Goonbeam, Too Many Choices, Matt Lindberger out there, Live Life, M. Gabriel, Joe Morgan.
Those are my guys.
The Sentinel, Goonbeam, Jonah Weiss is out there. What is up?
You know who Jonah Weiss is, by the way?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, Big Mac Defense.
Yeah. MC, Ken Fresno. Who else is out there? One Car Fast. Nightbot. Chris from the 740 80XR. 920 is also out there. So let's just join into it. This is gonna be a fun little conversation. It is free and open conversation. So I'm gonna do something that I might regret.
I don't think I've ever heard you say that in my
Yeah, but
entire relationship with you.
usually
No, I
you
don't
regret
really
having
get-
me on. Is that what you're regretting?
Yeah, what do you? Oh my! No, he didn't.
Yeah, if anybody wants to come in and say Happy Thanksgiving or whatever, go right ahead. And I am wearing my ho ho ho, I have a machine gun now shirt.
Crump just dropped the link for public consumption. He has never done that.
I have on
Only
John
I
Crump
have.
Live.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Rich did it one time when we had 1,000 people in here.
Oh my goodness! How many people were backstage?
Yeah, I didn't let anyone in. It was like,
No, there was a troll in the chat. I'm like, dude, shut up or put up.
Unforgettables out there. Jason King, Ron Bear is also out there. So let me explain what's going on with me and why I haven't been doing as many videos or John Crump Live at all.
Yeah.
I've been having some type of issue, which I'm not really sure what is going on. And we are joined by Jonah himself, Big Mac Defense. What is up?
What's up, brother?
What's going on? I don't see my camera.
I don't see it either.
Nobody does.
But basically, what is going on is I'm having like some type of uncontrolled muscle movements, especially when I get tired in my legs and stuff like that. So I have not been really able to sleep. So I've been really, really tired. And then they put me on some Parkinson medicine. It's not Parkinson's. Don't worry. It's definitely
Okay.
not Parkinson's.
Mm.
But they put me on some Parkinson medication to try to control it. And that kind of, I'm not quite used to it yet. So it's been making me a little bit sick to my stomach. But today I've been fine.
Dang. Is
So-
that when we talked over the past like few weeks, and I know you had said a few times that you were having some stomach issues. Is that the culprit?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, at least you know what
Not
that
Taco
is.
Bell.
Have
'Cause
I
I was-
tried crack? No.
I was honestly starting to get concerned. I was like, man, Grump is like sick to his stomach a lot, you know. But that, I mean, I hope you're okay.
Yeah, I'll be fine. But I just wanted to throw that out there. So that's where I've been. I'm just really, really tired, especially when you know, sleep like a couple hours every few nights. Not a second.
Yeah, you got some sleep issues. Coming from somebody with significant sleep issues, you have some serious sleep issues.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're here for you, bud. If you know, if we as a community can do anything to help, or
Yeah. Jared actually called. Yeah, it's basically restless leg, but it's restless leg like all the time. It's not just not at nighttime. Usually restless leg is only at nighttime, but this is like all the time.
how can you get restless leg if you don't rest?
Because it's restless leg is basically, it does not like, it just means that your leg, it's uncontrollable muscle movements.
Yeah.
I've been
got,
dealing with it for a few months, but now it's just really, really bad.
Yeah.
ATF
for your voodoo.
Could be.
Yes,
Could be.
absolutely.
But
So
I'm trying to get it under control. So hopefully it'll be under control soon.
yeah, man, absolutely. So Jonah coming up in here with Big Mac Defense. Jonah, you want to say hello? And
I joined, and this got
everybody
very dark and sad for a minute.
yeah, man.
Oh.
And you know what is not dark and sad is that dark. You know, Jonah got a mic. Can you believe that? And he's got it hanging up like a.
Is that a Blue Yeti?
Yeah,
I
it's
think
Blue
it is
Yeti. My buddy gave it to me.
I mean, he's got it hanging up like a UFC announcer. That's pretty dope. Can you grab
I
it?
actually
and,
use this for all of my conference calls throughout the day, and it's perfect. Everyone's like, "Why can I hear you so well?"
It's funny because I was just on the phone with him like before the stream, and his voice sounded completely different when he got in here, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I can't hear my." I was like, "What? That didn't sound like Jonah." But anyway, yeah, let everyone know who you are, what you do, and where they can find you.
Yeah, I'm Jonah. I own and operate Big Mac Defense. We do night vision, firearms, ammo, all of the fun stuff.
Yeah, I need to get with you about some night vision stuff.
I know. I've been
dude.
telling DLD you need to get him some.
Oh,
I
no.
think I need some testosterone.
I want the wish.com night vision along
No,
with
you
a
don't.
side
I
of
could get you those
testosterone.
too. No warranty.
No warranty, no batteries, no nothing.
See, Rich, it's so funny because Rich, he's just rich, okay? And what I mean by that is like he's like, you know what? I want a 50. What does he do? He gets the cheapest 50 on the market, but
Wait,
which
one did
best
you get?
50s. So he did. I will say, actually, you know what? It's not the cheapest, by the way. But let me just say this:
It's
the
a
Safety Harbor
great one.
Firearms SHTF 50 is the most incredible bang for your
Wait,
buck, hands down. I'm just making fun of Rich being cheap.
Did you say
He's
it's
like,
the Noreen?
No, it's the Safety Harbor SHTF 50.
I got the Noreen ULR Mini, the 16-inch 50 BMG. That's on the way.
Oh, they
Which
make
is
one.
cheaper.
I saw after I ordered the Noreen.
Yeah, and you got a 50. The Noreen is a 50. Yeah, 50. Noreen's a 50 BMG that you got, right?
Yep.
The thing is like the size of a pistol. It's crazy.
Well,
It's like this long.
Yeah, it is long.
So I wrote up to Iraq veteran with Walter Keller from Safety Harbor Firearms, and Walter brought, I don't know if it was a 16-inch 50 with a suppressor, and he loaded up. He did some hand loads of subsonics.
No,
it was like shooting.
I think it was less than 16.
Yeah, it was like shooting
like
a 22 suppressed. It was like, did it fire?
Yeah,
fires, right?
I fired it, and I was like, dude, did I have a misfire?
Yeah, it was just like because there's no action. There's no action noise. There's no nothing. I mean, it is.
It was such a mind blower. It was a total like.
Especially because
like, no, it fired. I was like, but there's like no recoil, and I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear.
Oh, and the funny thing was, oh gosh, why am I blanking on his name? Daniel and his son were there.
You talking about the gun doctor?
Gun doctor, thank you. I'm like, what's his YouTube channel? I'm like, So the gun doctor, he like puts his hand on his son's back. I thought it was to fake him out. Like he thought it was going to be a lot of recoil. It's like, hold on, you better lean into this. Like,
hey, look what Emmett Gabriel said.
Why don't y'all make a link to a list of our promo codes and the company? You know what? We actually just put something together for Freedom Crew University, and I'm working on that for DLD.
Well, remember my idea?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we've talked about stuff like that. Yeah,
I didn't know.
So we already got the website. It's already being developed. It's going to be kind of cool. I'll talk about it right now.
I was going to say I didn't know that was available for public consumption yet.
Yeah, I'll talk about it right now. Basically, what it's going to be, if you like Retail Me Not or something, we can go get a code. So this is going to be a little bit different. This is going to be, it's going to list all the different codes to all these different companies. But if you want to support a specific creator, you can click on that creator's name and there's all their discount codes. Or you can click on by company. So let's say you want to do Brownells or PSA or whatever. You can click on PSA and it'll say these are discount codes by these creators. And you can choose your creator that you want right now. It's going to be, I got 4. I got a 5th guy I'm going to ask to join. And it's just to help out the creators, and it's to help out
the companies that are all, putting there's so many other companies out there that are doing the Lord's work to make protection and protection of our natural rights the forefront and the focus, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah, and then eventually I'm going to set it up so your favorite creator can send out like a newsletter with all their stuff saying, "Hey,
I've been wanting to do that. Like, just create like a list, an email list, so I could send it out to people that subscribe to being opted in."
Yeah.
So funny you say that, and Crump, this could potentially. Well, I don't think this would necessarily work with that, but I went and I checked DLD hardware because I don't mail to anybody. I don't send email to anybody. And I was like, man, I bet no one has signed up for notifications from me. I have like 3,200 people that have signed up. I was like, oh my God, I've been letting you guys down by not giving you any information or anything at all, So,
yeah. But I think it would be good for not only the creators, but also for the community as well. So you can save some money at different places and get like codes, links, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And then like you'll be able to go to like Dark's page, for example, and then he'll be able to post like his deal of the day or deal of the week or whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Oh shoot!
Yeah,
Which reminds me, I got to do a giveaway. I got some product. I was like, do I do a big Christmas? Or unlike other YouTubers, I haven't done. I think early on I've done like 1,000 subs, 3,000 subs, the whole thing. And then all of a sudden I'm up to like 10,000. I haven't done like any giveaways, so I don't know if I'm not celebrating the milestones or just not arranging for giveaways for people. But yeah, so I was thinking about doing like a whole big Christmas thing,
Oh, I gotta talk to DJ Play Nice, by the way. Really funny thing. DJ Play Nice won something like 2 years ago. I guess he never got it because today in the mail, I got it returned.
From 2 years ago?
Don't tell me you sent it 2 years ago.
Yes.
What?
Now, was it like in post office purgatory?
I have no idea.
Does that mean there's still hope for the watch you sent me?
Maybe.
No. If it
no.
Only if it was in another package with the address on it, which I'm going to guess that it was not if Crump slid it into a manila envelope.
Who's got a PSA discount code I can use right now?
I don't have a PSA discount code. I'll send you a link.
Should I try Hank 10?
No, I don't believe that works. I don't have a code. Crump said I could slide you a link though.
I don't care.
Rich is using his link.
I know.
I actually did. I'm like, I hate to say how much money I sent to PSA in the last 12 months, and I've gotten like I've used my own affiliate links, and it's netted me like nothing. It might just be that Josiah's mad at me, and he has all good reason to be.
Oh my god! I just saw this. Goombeam says, I never sent a newsletter email either. That's so funny, but I'm only disappointing dozens of flashlight enthusiasts.
Goombeam, did he say flesh or flash? Right.
Flash.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Honestly, hands down, Goombeam is one of like the best flash. I know it's like a lightsaber, right? It is one of the best flashlights on the market.
Low. Medium.
Oh, that is awesome. Here you go.
Use code SCRATCHEDOG for PSA.
Oh, Barton Fing.
The story behind that is Rich. We all bought OG. We all got OG from PSA.
I did not.
Crump and I bought off.
Yeah, we all bought MP5s, and then we all bought other stuff. We do weird group buys, and we do building contests. And we don't ever talk about the building contests and stuff. But I did not buy an OG.
Okay, what happened was, so Rich was like, "Man, my OG scratch. I'm pissed." So we kept on calling PSA. PSA like, "You can send it back if you want it." And so Rich emails the owner of PSA, and I never saw the pictures of it. So Dark comes over and he looks at mine and he's like, "You have the same scratch as Rich does." I was like, "Yeah, because that's where the rounds eject and hit the."
No, hold on. Let's back up a little bit, because guess what I said to Rich when he first brought up the scratch, like 2 months prior to that. He was like, "I don't know what this is. It's all over the stock." I was like, "Do you think it's where the rim of the casings are falling back and hitting the stock?" And he's like, "No. Rich, no." And I was like, "Okay, well, I don't think there's anything else to deflect off of, because the SIG 556 SBR that I have, it does the same thing. It literally bounces off of the metal on the receiver, and
this
it burns
is not a firearm, but the AUG casings. Let's see. Yeah, you can see it all right here. There's all sorts of scratches right here, and that's where a 556 casing, it like comes and it like whips back. It flips right. Yeah, my hands. Let's see. It flips here and then tumbles away.
He did. He actually CAD'd and printed a deflector.
Yeah, I do have casing deflectors. So when the casing comes out, it spins like 180 degrees, hits here, and then flies.
Yeah.
And if you're a lefty, it will go precisely into your upper lip. So there's all sorts of scratches, like right here, like
It wasn't
that.
a goodbye. It was just
No,
It sounds like a
there's no
piece
group
of well-placed electrical tape. Some well-placed
Yeah.
electrical tape would have probably fixed that.
Oh yeah.
So
Definitely
I guess
something.
AUG must run 3 test rounds through each gun, and there's going to be 3 casing scratches
yeah. So
right behind the ejection port.
So
Now,
Dark comes over and he looks at mine and he's like, "Wow, you have the same scratches as Rich." I was like, "Yeah, because that's where the rounds deflect off of."
I even asked. I was like, "Is this it?" I knew right away. I'm sorry, Rich. I had that feeling.
so hey, look, Crowell Eaton, I'll fess up. I mean, I was a major a-hole, and
if anyone ever
Josiah
wonders,
was a total good and decent person about it, although he's probably burning my picture in effigy. But
I was saying, if anyone is ever out there like these influencers or these content creators, these dirtbags, like it, this is why. I was like, dude, I never would have emailed the brother of the owner, who also is an owner, to be like, I have a scratch on my.
What is the seller's name? Is it Look Shady? Is that the
Anyone
that
familiar
sales and
with this
transfer?
seller?
I don't know. I can check with Jordan. I'll text him right now.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. There was a copy of, like, a literal mirror copy of JSD's site, and
What?
that, yeah, I mean, even in the description, it mentioned JSD's. That may be it. So look at the descriptions of the products. It could be legitimate. I'm just saying. So no defamation or anything.
Wow.
If the description of the products are exactly the same as JSD's, then it may be that copy site with a different name.
Oh, that's crazy.
It may be legitimate too. I'm just saying. I don't know.
So actually, when
I
YouTube
just
gave me
texted him.
1 week vacation, I did live streams on Rumble, and I actually took some, the blue painter's tape and a piece of cardboard, corrugated cardboard, taped it aft of the ejection port, because I was only on like Rev 2 of the casing deflector. Rev 3 was the winner, which I later put on. Also, since I'm a lefty, I got the Ratworks left-handed bolt and opened up the left-handed ejection port, made a right-hand ejection port cover, mirrored my casing deflector, which, yay, Tinkercad, it allows you to do that, and printed out a left-handed ejection port cover.
That's dope.
Oh, and as of today, I have every last piece of hardware, tubing, etc. to complete the AUGs.
The Nylog.
Yes, the Nylog.
Nice.
So I have crushed a quantity of full auto sears.
You should have just sold him to Jonah. He's an SOT.
You want some AUG full auto fire control groups?
You mean the ones that you said you just crushed on live?
He's gonna uncrush them and send them to me.
I'll just print new ones.
Oh, God bless us.
I did just order I ordered an AR-10 lower from PSA to make a full auto 10.5-inch 308.
Which one?
Full auto. Okay.
Flashbang.
So I forget, Walt from Safety Harbor Firearms built, I think it was a 10-inch 308.
Yeah, I think 10.5.
It's a flashbang dispenser.
Yeah. I may or may not have a few crushed AUG packs as well. That's awesome.
Yeah,
by the way,
you guys want a good flashlight? Goonbeam makes some freaking phenomenal flashlights.
The beams of Goon.
Dude, when you go outside, and this isn't the assault flashlight. This one's the assault flashlight. When you go outside with this thing,
is that the Cloud Killer?
That thing hurts.
Dude, it is insanity. I hit him up and I'm like, bro, I'm putting this on my gun. So my other 1-inch mounts will not fit this, but there's a couple out there that you can actually, it's like clamshell. You take it apart, then you can put it back around, but it won't. It's too thick on each side to put it in there on the bezel side and on the clicker clacker side.
Just duct tape it to the barrel.
Honestly, I was gonna
No.
do that on my AK.
No, 3D print. Just
I
3D print a spacer.
run the Mavics. Rich runs the minis.
Yeah, I got the Mini 3 Pro. So what I would say is, if you first off, a Flymore kit from Costco is a good deal. I got that last year. That was my Christmas gift to me. They do not have the Mini 4 Pro, and if you're buying right now, I would say, get the Mini 4 Pro.
The Mini 4 Pro is a hell of an upgrade over the Mini 3.
Is it really?
Yeah, Best Buy had them on sale. I would see if they have them on sale now, because they had them on sale for like insanely cheap.
Mini 4 Pros, really?
Yeah. I sent you the link.
Oh, did you?
Like when they first came out. When they
Oh,
first
okay.
launched.
Yeah, so
I'll tell you, my only beef about the system is the micro SD card is like upside down. I don't know why they did it that way. I mean, maybe it's just for like how the board and the electronics work, but you put it in that, pin side up, which and now I just hit the power. But I usually palm launch this and catch it. I don't land typically because just kicking up dust and stuff like that, and I don't run around with a landing pin.
Yeah, the Mini 4 Pro with the controller with the screen built in. It's like $959.99 right now. When it first came out, they had it for $699.99.
Wow.
Dang. For Ron Bayer out there, I'm gonna be a little bit of a snob and say I will not mount any light on a long gun that is not aluminum or better. Specifically, some of the steel and aluminum mounts are good to go. I wouldn't, though. I love 3D printed products, frames, firearms. I wouldn't use that on like a work gun, duty gun. Like by that what I mean, I'm just a dirty civilian, but I mean a work grade gun or a duty grade gun.
Yeah. They do make a binary trigger for the MP5. I have it, and Dark has it, and Jonah sells it.
Yep. And Rich doesn't have it because he lives in communist Florida.
Because I'm a dirty civilian. Yes, commie Florida won't let me enhance a trigger.
So reach out to Jonah.
Just showed up in the mail.
Well, technically,
I
if
could
somebody
swap out the lower.
Yeah, it lawfully. If somebody posted like a Magpul MP5 lower with a binary trigger in there for sale, and he purchased that as a unit, and then just
pinned it on,
swapped it out. Technically, that would be lawful based on the
I could
letter.
get both of those things together.
That may be I don't even want to say that word on Crump's show. We've got a bad
Magpul lower actually works with all of that stuff for people in non-restricted states. It's just a little nub because they have a third position block, but it works beautifully with the Franklin stuff.
Just gotta get the nub.
But I hate to say, what's the cost on a Magpul lower?
I have
$40.
Yeah,
how much?
That might have been my cost. Shh.
I can't remember what I bought.
$100, easily sub $100.
Really?
Yeah, it's very affordable because remember, it's not the receiver. It is not the serialized portion of the firearm. Yeah.
Yeah, I got mine for like $60.
Really? Oh, I had no freaking idea. All right, guys, we got to talk.
So Jonah's become my guy. Yes. Sorry. Go ahead. We'll come back to this.
It works well with 124 grain.
See, I originally heard that and ran it, and I have had so here's what. Oh goodness. Sorry, Goombibs.
Really quick. This is the Magpul lower. If anyone's interested, with the Magpul selectors.
Nice. That looks fresh. I like the grip.
This is just a part, by the way. This is nothing.
Yeah, it is not a firearm.
Also, it does do that.
That does do that. And that is not binary for you guys out there. He's an SOT. He can do whatever the flock he wants. So
But
really
your
quickly,
superpowers win.
I do want to say Jonah has become my guy. Oh, sorry, I was talking about something else first. Sorry. So here's what I believe is true. On the full size MP5, not the little K size MP5, on the full size MP5, that thing runs better on 124 grain and binary. But the experience I've had is that the smaller one, which I was told by everybody runs better with 124 grain, it kind of stutters on 124 grain. But when I got 115s in there, it's just like, it just like a rainbow of brass falls.
Are you talking about on a K?
On the K size, yeah.
Did you change out your locking piece for a suppressor or no?
I'm not running a can on it.
Okay.
Now, what I mean by that is I got the cheaper version without a threaded barrel, so I can't run a can on it. But
We got the PSA Century Arms Ks. Well, actually, all three of us got the Ks.
Yeah, and it wasn't a group buy. We just
not group buy, just our group bought them.
Yeah.
Then we bought them all separately.
Yeah, but yours runs well with 124 grain.
Yeah,
binary. Really, I don't know why.
A lot of these European guns are designed around 124. You probably already know
Yeah.
this, but
Yeah, the NATO cartridge.
I mean, 115 will run fine if I keep it in semi.
Yeah,
but binary, I really need 124.
Yeah,
now, if I only had a way to get a deal on a Franklin Armory binary.
So yes, it is a Franklin Arms binary trigger, and yeah, you need to talk to Jonah. That's what I was going to say. That Jonah's become my guy. I call him. I'm like, hey, I need a forward assist button. I'm like, I need a spring.
Called me like 8 a.m. this morning. I need an upper, and I'm like, I'm still sleeping.
Well, you actually tried to help me. He was like,
I did.
Like,
I did.
know you're not awake yet. He was like, yeah, I got it. Which one? What company? Okay, this. Would you like this stamp? So the Franklin Arms works very well, and if you don't install it correctly, it will not work very well. If you install it correctly with somebody that has the proper tool between their ears, then it's going to work remarkably well. There's some things that you have to do to it. You have to kind of use a tension screw to make sure it sits in the receiver correctly. You got to orient it basically. And it's like $800, man. I mean, it is.
Please say Asian it. Don't say oriented. That's so racist.
I meant adjusting.
Well, if he's talking about an item, it's not.
That's true. Yeah. You have to.
Oriental is a term used for items.
You have to Pacific or Island.
No, it's an Asian rug. It's not an Oriental rug.
No, you can say Oriental rug. That's fine.
So you have
Asians
to
refer to the people. Oriental refers to inanimate objects.
Are you guys really this woke? I'm just kidding.
No, I mean that's the whole entire. That's.
Is it bad?
Also,
if when my daughter calls me, I answer all the time going, "Hello." Is that?
What the fuck?
Cart 24 crowd raiser. HK binary is only $629. What? Dang, that is a steal. That is a steal.
So
yeah, they're not 800. 629 like that's like MAP or that's
standard.
MSRP on it.
Yeah, I think
I got a feeling Big Mac Defense
much cheaper
is going to send me something
of course
with a Big Mac Defense discount.
But Big Mac Defense would never publicly break MAP policy, so he would just say to contact him on Instagram. Yes. But no, I think the
MAP is $629.99.
MAP is $629. Okay. Yeah, when they first came out at MSR, the stated MSRP at SHOT was $799, and we were all like, "Who would buy that?" And then a year later, we all get MP5s. We're like, "You think what I'm thinking?" But dude, I've honestly had great luck with Franklin Arms binary triggers, and I've had great luck with the Echo in my AR. The Echo has run like a champ. It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I like the guys over at Fostech.
Yeah, Fostech is dope. as long as you get the upgraded spring, which is like the cost is nothing, it will change the way you look at AR-15 triggers. So when people are like, I would never spend 200 and whatever dollars on a Geisley, I'm like, bro, you know what? A great trigger, once you've run a great trigger, when you go back to like a mil spec, it's like, oh, this one is just a silly mil spec. But I can still run the dog shit out of a mil spec trigger if I need to.
All right, I'm going to ask a question. I'm kind of embarrassed, and I could look and figure out myself. The serialized part on a PS90, it's got to be the receiver, right? The
top
metal
metal
part.
piece that
Yeah.
where the barrel is.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, not the polymer stock chassis
Mhm.
piece, the insert. Why do you ask?
No, I was just curious. I was looking stuff up. Which is interesting because the Nylog, the serialized part, or the on the AUG, the serialized part, I actually haven't even looked. I have one of those too. Is the receiver, I'm assuming, and with the AUG parts kits, we don't get the receiver.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now, there's something, both the PS90 and the AUG, I want a binary trigger for. That's what I want. Where's Hoffman Tactical when you need them?
did you trigger? I have one of those as well.
I haven't messed with them at all.
Wait, Crump, do you have any bullpups?
Yes.
What
get the AUG.
bullpups do you have?
Are you serious?
You guys just talked about the AUGs that you guys got for like 20
Well,
minutes.
yeah, AUGs, okay.
Then I have
else?
bullpup shotguns.
Nah, that doesn't count.
Springfield Helion is solid, as much as I hate to say it.
Yeah, because Springfield doesn't make it.
No, those are my. I got. Those are my.
Well, no, you had that shipping container full of full auto X95s. Oh,
You don't have a Tavor, Crumpy? That's something I'd expect you to have.
No. No, well, I think you probably have one because of your white heritage.
No, it's funny. I don't think I have any Israeli guns. No, nothing. I mean, I wouldn't mind having a Galil, but they're pricey.
I used to have a Galil. Those are nice. I wish I wouldn't have sold it. But
Did you have the new ones or like an OG Galil?
I had an OG one.
dude, that is the one. I appreciate the Galil Ace. However, I wouldn't ever personally get one. An OG Galil though, like I even have the 35 round 5.56 boxes that are made specifically to load Galil mags.
All right. Do you know what I kind of want? Here's a gun, the unicorn gun. I want, or either I know I can't own it. Probably it's the Katsar Uzi that Hoffman made.
Yeah, those are dope. I mean, you could own it. You could just make a semi-auto, but you're talking about thousands of dollars for a pistol caliber carbine subgun setup. But that thing is dope. That thing is. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Yeah, that thing is dope.
Their Frag Out Design Studio. If you haven't seen Frag Out's work, it is freaking
Frag Out's crazy. I haven't talked to Frag Out in a couple of weeks.
Dude.
He got a couple of Israeli pistols he's drawn on and some that he's still waiting to be drawn on.
Can I just say that I finally finished that build and
you want the barkeep? I have barkeeps.
Yeah, he's got plenty. Look, that's a Frag Out upper and lower. And I did all the paint myself. He did the important part though, the drawing part.
It's a nice rail you got there.
Yeah, and I also called Jonah for the rail on the on the rifle. It's got to get annoying to deal with me, like to get these random calls and be like, "Oh, I need
I love selling stuff. It's fun for me. I like getting people parts
9.25 inch." Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So there.
Yeah, but shout out to Frag Out.
Of my Frag Out.
That's right. We both got the same upper.
Basically, and lower. We have the same upper and lower, just different Cerakotes.
Yeah. Well, technically, mine's not Cerakote, but it's
Alumahide.
Yeah, Alumahide. But I mean, it's solid. But I could not have done that build without Frag Out, and also You couldn't have done that build without the frag out.
Oh
upper
yeah,
and lower.
that was I was so when he sent that to me, I was so freaking excited. That was so cool. They be twins.
It is
right.
something like you cannot. They be twins. You cannot match it. Like when you get it in your hands. I've been looking at Frag Out's work forever, right? Looking at his pictures on Instagram, his videos on YouTube, and seeing the work, and I'm like, man, that's so like incredible. It's gorgeous. But when you get it in your hands and you can actually see like the lines in the aluminum, you can see like this is hand drawn. It is next level shit. So I highly recommend it.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Night Strike.
What's up, Night Strike?
I got to tell you, traffic is bad downtown Charleston right now.
So don't go there.
Did something happen?
I had to go down. I had to go downtown to run some errands today, and I just got it back from the traffic, and it's not good.
Yeah, he said he might run a little late.
Yeah. Well, at least I
didn't figure that was 45 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Unlike another YouTuber that blew up some tannerite that pierced his eyeball, who will remain unnamed.
Well, at least I wasn't. At least I wasn't playing with slap rounds.
Yeah, that gets dangerous. But at least these YouTubers actually shoot. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of shooting, I actually get this. I took like $400 worth of HSGI gear off my gun belt and replaced it with like $170 of STAC gear. And I love the mag pouches from STAC now. Like that is like the way. Oh shucks, I keep knocking that over. I talk with my hands too much to keep stuff on my desk.
So Dark, don't pay me. Just send me a fully set up belt.
Dude, we're a little ways away from that. I think in your head, you remember I did pay you some, okay? I think in your head I may be a little higher up than he's like, how much do you owe me again?
Walter's out there. Walter,
yes.
Check your email. I sent you an email the other day. Your Safety Harbor Firearms email. Check that for me, please.
What bolt carrier groups do you like to run?
Who are we
BCM.
BCM for you?
Yeah. What are they asking?
Yeah, same here.
BCM. Yeah.
I want to build. I don't know if I'm going to do the Geisley Super Duty. I think I might just do a BCM.
I run PSA.
Bro, it's a Geisley Super Duty competition. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but I don't know. I want to get a BCM.
So
Toolcraft
yeah, Toolcraft isn't bad.
What do you think most PSA bolts are? They're Toolcraft, But I either get the nickel boron ones or I get the nitride ones.
Walter, Safety Harbor Firearms is out there. I'm going to shoot this eventually with his with
50.
So is Walter going to be on Hank Strange's show tonight on Player? Is the question. I was asked to come on. I was going to come on. So Hank and Lola came out Friday. So I kind of spent Friday with Hank and Lola hanging out.
Yeah, they're looking at an IWC watch, right?
Yep.
They were looking at it. Hold on. Let me before we transition to answer his question. In my primary rifle is a BCM bolt, and bolt and BCG, and I would say BCM is the way to go, cost and value, until I found the Geisley Super Duty. I'm just saying, I got that 40 millimeter green thing on the way. It just shipped today. Sorry, I'm pumped.
So the check cleared all that?
Yeah, it did. Well, they charged me for the check the moment that I got the check written, but they wouldn't. It was a whole deal. I don't even.
Whole nother story.
Yeah, but yeah. My apologies. Go ahead, continue.
Yeah, no, I like BCM. BCM makes some really good stuff.
Yeah, depends what your budget is too.
Why do? All right, Jonah, do you have one of those annoying high volume, loud, tactile, clicky keyboards?
No, that's me.
No, I'm just asking Jonah.
I do though.
Did you ever see that?
I've got this nearly silent solar powered because I'm a greeny environmentalist.
I hate
yeah.
silent keyboards. I can't do it. I find that I hammer my keys looking for that input.
Really?
On my gaming computer, I got a tactile key.
When I started using computers in the late 80s, early 90s, all they had were the mechanical keyboards. And then they went to the soft membrane ones. And now they brought the mechanical keyboards back. And I'm not switching again.
My gaming computer is mechanical.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was born in the late 80s, I hadn't touched a computer yet.
So this is the guest keyboard and mouse pad or trackpad.
Yeah, I've got one of those.
When I'm programming, single board computers.
Man, I feel.
I use those for
terrible.
my media PC upstairs. I could sit on my couch and have the mouse and keyboard in one.
Same.
Yeah, I think Jonah, you just need to move your mic right next to your keyboard so we can hear you typing.
It's like right here.
Hold on, I can type something else.
Did you see the that Instagram reel? It got like millions of likes. It was ridiculous. But it's a dude that has a keyboard that are ducks, and it quacks when he touches a key. Dude, it was like quack, 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 quack.
Actually,
it was hilarious.
I saw a video on Instagram where someone recorded different tones of quack, and they put it all together, and it sounded like Rick Astley.
No.
Rick roll. It sounded like a Rick roll.
What? That is hard for me to comprehend.
Yeah, I'll send you a link. It's because I thought that was hilarious.
I bet you're just gonna Rickroll all of us.
I probably am, but not on live. I'll just send you the link. Watch it on your own time.
LMT. Ron Wayne, Barton Fink, Vanessa Kitty, One Car, Kurt, all you guys. We love y'all. John Crump Live, UC, GOA, IG, where some guy called Aiden an anti-gunner. What?
Wow.
Aiden is like the most based dude. Like, absolutely not.
So
Yeah,
I don't know
that.
why I haven't gotten a lot of plays on this. But hold on, Dark.
Yo, Dark, you got to be kidding about all that stuff.
Do we have
First
the
thing
audio?
I find crazy is that no one believes that I legally changed my real name to Dark Mavis. They all still think my G name is Dave. The second thing is I tell everyone I am a Fed, and no one believes me. I'm a Fed. Here is my Fed ID. Okay,
Wow.
the dude that just made my deep fake on my last video is gonna. Yeah, you guys can guess who it is. If you guys hadn't seen that deep fake video, it is hilarious. And the fact that somebody could make a deep fake of a little nobody with a channel with less than 4,500 subscribers is terrifying. How do they even do that?
Oh,
Because you have all of these YouTube videos with you speaking. They could just upload those, and there's all of your audio samples. That's strictly what you do.
Yeah.
It doesn't even take that much. It's just a few minutes of audio.
That's
And
crazy.
if you run it through an AI, the AI can make it sound more uniform.
Okay, this is the thing with Aiden. So Aiden quoted an article because there was a Guardian article where, because we are outspending NRA now, our budget, we're actually spending more on an NRA to get like on lobbying, lawsuits, and everything else.
Where are they spending their money?
So
Wayne Suits.
Yeah, so they wrote how, the NRA is being replaced by GOA and how this is terrible because at least NRA was kind of reasonable, but GOA is not reasonable at all. So Aiden below quoted the article saying the increasing threat of the rise of gun owners of America. That's what the article was titled. And somebody looked at that and they thought that he was
yeah. The dude that's literally was going around teaching senators how to 3D print Glocks is an anti-gun. That is hilarious. Like, come on. The
crazy.
Dude is mega based. And also, what was the other thing? Oh, dude. How did I not even start the stream out with this? Can we also take a moment if we're going to celebrate the GOA? I love that. I think the GOA is the literal only no compromise organization out there. That's awesome. They don't pay me. They've never paid me. They likely will never pay me. And I'm just saying that because I truly believe in it. Secondly, how did we go past this date and not celebrate this together? We did not celebrate a Quittenhouse day, which is the day that Rittenhouse was acquitted.
Kyle has a new book coming out.
Today is acquittal day for Kyle Rittenhouse?
Yes, yesterday.
That's
yesterday?
right.
Because today's Sniffy's birthday.
He announced the book yesterday.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, I saw some social media with him in it. I'm like, oh, Kyle's looking good. He's all dressed up.
He's going to be at SHOT?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get to meet him at SHOT.
I don't know. Depends.
That'd be dope. I met him in the when I saw him, and he was like making his rounds at SHOT. I was like, I don't really want to run up and like bother him when he's with other people, but I regretted that. And then I bumped into him at the airport in Vegas before leaving.
All right, so I bumped into Demo Matt at the airport. I would have rather bumped into Kyle.
Dude, Kyle is a hell of a dude.
Yeah. I love that kid. Especially his eye discipline.
Hey, Bob, can you check your text? Okay, yeah, okay. Never mind. I just got it back. Yeah, that place is legit. The vet transfer, yeah, I confirmed with Bob and also Jordan. So
nice.
You're good to go from ordering from there.
That's what's up. I just got a little weirded out when because we'd had that issue in the past and we all brought it to their awareness. I mean, there's so much going on. You can throw anything on the internet at any moment. You never know what's legit. Yeah. The fact that this young man can achieve one of the only civilian disarms I would approve of, which is blowing that dude's bicep all across the concrete.
Disarmed him. My joke.
Did you make that joke?
Yeah.
You mean the guy that illegally was possessing a Glock and pointing it at a minor?
No, I think he means the guy with the skateboard.
No. The guy with the arm was the guy with the Glock.
Oh, okay. All right.
You know, these guys.
And 2 out of 3 were pedophiles.
Yeah.
2 out of 3 Democrats in that pool were pedophiles.
Well, they died doing what they loved.
Try to touch a minor.
Touch a kid. Yeah.
Wow.
Man. How terrible. Gage, man.
Where's your patch? Where's your patch, Dark? From Danny Meatball.
Every time.
It's a sticker.
Here. I don't want to block the words. The dopest sticker to exist ever. And actually, if you guys, you already have a thumbnail for this, right? You already have a thumbnail for this video, this live stream.
Yeah.
The only patch I've got is one of these.
Oh, did you create a thumbnail for it?
Oh yeah, I did
is
a
that what
thumbnail.
we're doing tonight?
What?
Is that what we're doing tonight?
What's that? Oh, you mean tonight's show?
Yeah.
Oh no, we have a different topic.
What's the topic? I gotta create the stream and everything.
I'll tell you in 4 minutes when we get off. Because I don't want to get off in front of everyone else.
You don't want to get off?
Bum.
Yeah, no. As soon as we get off stream, I'll share it with you. Yeah. So someone mentioned. Let me see. Let me go back a little bit. Rip says DLD Dark. Also, We the People Holsters makes an OTW holster that fits my EDC SIG P365XL with TLR6 and compensator. Nice. That's what's up. I personally don't have any experience with the We the People holsters. I got a couple close homies that do holsters like North Coast Tactical, the Tuck holster, and other folks. So I try to give them business when I can. Has there been any updates on the kid that had his gun stolen from that shop?
Didn't the ATF raid that shop?
Yeah, the dude got arrested.
Yeah, they arrested the dude. I bet, you know what? He probably went home that night like, I showed that little millennial, and then fast
Sucks to
forward 2
suck.
weeks.
Yeah.
Dude,
Okay, Clint
did he
Eastwood, they're
beg
legit.
you?
100% legit. I talked. Bob's actually in the chat here, and I also talked to Jordan, and they both confirmed that they are legit.
A good way to weed out
Yeah.
bad shops is if they only take Bitcoin and Zelle, chances are they're not real. If they take credit cards,
And-
worst case scenario.
And if they
charge
have
back
no
if-
comments, like if you're on IG, they have no comments on their posts, and all of their posts were from 4 days ago up till now. And the name actually has numbers in it because they've done this 1,238 times.
And the domain was registered yesterday.
Yeah.
And like I had one, they even had a website with an address, and then I went to Google Maps and looked up the address, and it was like a sewing machine shop.
Yeah.
It's kind of similar to,
Those are
for
nice.
an example, a person showing up in the gun building community who has never asked a question, never showed up, who's never been in any of MGB, P80 Ralph, DLD, like all of these people, like never asked a question, never joined a group, never did anything. But then you show up and you start posting pictures of like $30,000 worth of Norso slides and builds and RMRs, literally like 24 optics on pistols. All of them were Trigicon, okay, all legitimate Trigicon, all Norso slides, all like. The dude had a Noveski slide. I haven't seen a Noveski slide in forever. Okay. An SLR slide and multiple of them. Okay. I'm like, okay, this dude is just either like the dopest builder that ever existed that no one has ever met, or he's a Fed. Which
Right.
one is more likely?
Oh, well, of course,
He could also be a troll too.
Yeah.
Did you look at the EXIF header and see if it was like some meaty road address?
Well, that actually
yeah.
happened where they try to
Post
they
Auto Series.
posted something for sale.
Glock
and-
Auto Series.
Yeah, Glock Auto Series, and they didn't turn off the location.
So it showed the field office.
So it showed the ATF field office.
Ooh.
Like, are you guys really that stupid?
Do you write them back? Can I just come down to the ATF field office and pick it up in the parking lot? Is that cool?
Yeah, because when they took it, it was like they had their GPS on. So like, you idiot.
Yeah, and just
So,
to say really
serious,
quickly,
if I submit any pictures, I actually will display the picture and then screenshot the picture. So there's no EXIF data in there.
that sounds like a high level of security.
Why don't you just
You know me in
remove-
OPSEC.
why
It's not
don't you
like
just
I would
remove
give
the-
out my address and have people send me handwritten letters or anything like
Yeah,
that.
of course
What
not.
happened was Rich one time filmed a letter with his home address on it.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Rich. Yeah, and Clint Eastwood, just so you know, like I don't know if you were in here, but like 10 minutes ago, he had shared that vet sales and transfers was legit. But thank you, Bob, and anyone else for also confirming that that's good to go. And shout out to Putang, my guy. If we were going to talk about showing boxes, and I know no one's more fond of boxes than Crump. He's more fond of
Mom's box.
specific boxes. But can I just say
Your mom's box, you mean?
Ooh.
that I'm super pumped to give this a shot? Do y'all know what this is?
An Etch-a-Sketch?
Stop Box Pro.
Yes, dude. I was looking at this and I was like, okay, if you can just press a few buttons and open that up, it's got to be easy for like a kid could do it, right? Dude, it's
Of course,
way,
that's how you want your guns, fully accessible to kids.
Hey,
Thank
you
John.
know that you bought that, right?
it's way more complicated. No, they actually sent it to me.
But to say, in Virginia, you get a $300 to spend on any type of gun safe you want.
Really?
Yeah.
What? How can that be?
How did I not know about this?
Basically, you buy it and then you claim it in your taxes, and they refund you the $300.
Bro, I'm about to go get the Hornady.
Does anyone live in
RFID.
Virginia where I could change my address to?
I do, but I'm gonna need that $300.
Oh, whoa. Dude,
I'm dropping everything in my life.
Yeah, so
I'm kind of happy living in South Carolina. So
I'm kind of
on that,
happy you
really
live in
quickly,
South Carolina.
North
I'm
Carolina.
glad you live in Florida.
it's way more it's quick and easy to access, which I kind of, even when I knew the combo, it took me a little bit, but after a few tries, it was like, all right, I can get this open in about a second. But it's more complicated than that. People think, oh, I just press buttons until it opens. There's decoy buttons. There are literal buttons that don't do anything, and there are also buttons that are half press buttons. So you can actually do like press, and it's a decoy button, and a half press and open it up. It's dope. I'm impressed. If I say press one more time.
Very, very funny.
I pressed them to open it up and do a press check, and I was impressed. After
That's like shipping ships that
Hey, Dad.
ships.
It's a dad joke. Let's leave it at that.
yeah. So I'm gonna go out and try to buy my like some type of gun safe. So I can,
dude, the Hornady RFID shit is pretty legit. That whether it's a button, a bracelet, a card, you can just put the card in your wallet and just boop, you know.
I just want to make sure everybody's aware. The Masters of Firepower by this author John Crump. I don't know the guy, but you know he sounds real good, like he knows what he's talking about.
Dude, hold up.
Masters of Firepower makes a great Black Friday purchase. Can I show people the signature of my signed? Can you guys read that?
You gave Rich the gag version. Did you read that yet, Rich?
Does it say? Well, it wasn't like Yehuda Reamer's not last book, but
no. Every page says "Flying Rich crashes."
Yes.
Introduction: the unveiling, the legacy of historical firearm makers.
That explanation.
I'll tell you what I do enjoy. John says, "For my wife, who puts up with my crap. For Matthew and Nikki, who are the best sons I could ever ask for." How nice is that? Is that like?
Awesome.
I think "Go F Yourself" and "Your Mom's Box" are pretty nice too.
Yeah, that's what mine is. Mine.
Wow.
Mine says "Your Mom's Box." But if you know Crump, that's his way of saying I
love signed books.
It's
just tell you, you have no idea how much I enjoy that.
Dude, if you knew, this is gonna go in my collection of books that I've had signed by. Dude, I had Tonto Pronto sign the 13 Hours book.
You had Jerry Mikulek sign your sack.
He did sign my sack. I had to lift it up, and he plugged his nose, and he signed it. Which is true. There's videographic evidence of this. I just want to say that.
I took the video.
He did. He was right there. He actually helped me hold my sack.
All right, guys. Well, we are out of here. So happy Thanksgiving.
Good place to finish.
Yeah,
I will see you on John Crump Live sometime in the future. John Crump News. I'll film the other video tomorrow.
Jonah, get me your digits.
Oh, we're on John Crump News too?
Yeah.
We're on John. I texted you that.
That's why you showed up. Flying Rich, thank you so much for coming on. You can follow Flying Rich at flyingrich.com, Flying Rich Firearms on YouTube, and Flying Rich _official on Instagram, DLD After Dark everywhere, including Rumble and YouTube.
Yep.
Then we have Big Mac Defense out there. Jonah, where can people find you?
Facebook, Big Mac Defense, and Instagram at Big Mac Defense.
And we have Night Strike here. Night Strike is the owner of guntube.org.
Yep. You can also find me on YouTube and Rumble.
All right, guys.
So one thing before we go, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. So like an hour from now, I'm going to be on Hank Strange, Who Moved My Freedom podcast with Hank, Walter, Babyface Big. So that is going to be on Player, formerly the artist known as Utreon.
And if you guys want to tune in tonight at 10 p.m. on Rumble for Uncensored Podcast. See you.
Here's some hardcore stuff. We would get banned anywhere else.